Good morning, East Elementary. It's Mrs. Watterson on Monday, April 16th, 2018. I want to wish a very happy birthday to Macy Hannah. She had a birthday yesterday. Also, how many of you out there thought that Mrs. Cramp was going to have a boy? Go ahead and raise your hand. Look around. How many of you thought that Mrs. Cramp was going to have a girl? Raise your hand. Well, those of you that thought she was going to have a girl, you are correct. Mrs. Cramp had a little girl yesterday morning about 1:47 a.m. and both the baby and mom are doing very well. So congratulations, Mrs. Cramp. If you have talent, we are interested in seeing it. Third, fourth, and fifth grade students, we are going to have a talent show. And if you're interested, you need to stop by Mrs. Mountain's room by Friday, April 27th, and let her know that you're going to try out and what you're going to do. We're going to have you try out your act on Monday, April 30th or Tuesday, April 1st during your lunch down in the music and art room. And you'll be getting one of these letters sent home with you today if you didn't already get it on Friday. So be looking for this and we're excited to see your talent. This week on Thursday, we're going to have Kindness Club. Kindness Club will meet during lunch for third, fourth, and fifth grade students in the library. So please take your lunch and head to the library on Thursday to be a part of the Kindness Club. I want to do a few shout outs here real quick from Mrs. Frackman's class. They just took a Struggle for Ohio test, and Nolan White got an A+. Congratulations, Nolan. Ellie and Cassie both got an A on their test. Ellie and Cassie. These people got an A- on their test. If I can hold it. Mason Richards and Abby Smithson. These people got an A. Oh, I'm sorry. Ellie earned an A on her penny opinion essay. And then they also took a statehood quiz. So Ellie earned an A++. Micah Jones, Mason Richards, and Abby Smithson earned an A+. Carly Wetzel earned an A. So did Scarlett Turner, Joseph Butts, and Mason Keener. Stephen Solstice earned an A-. And these people earned a B+. Micah Jones and Mason Keener. Good job, you guys. In Mrs. Merrill's class, she wanted to recognize Annie Martin. She knew what an atom was. Good job, Annie. And Sam got an A on his science sound test in 5th grade. So good job there. Mrs. Shively wants to recognize Mason Savage for using very nice manners. In Mrs. Taylor's class, they just took a Chapter 7 math test. And Kiara Burgess, Ellie Marshall, Shyla Morehouse, Traven Curry, Jonah Eggert, and Mason Savage all got A's. These people got an A+ on their book report. Grace Carter, Kyler Anderson, and Callie Moore. Mrs. Martin wants to recognize Samuel for getting an A on his Chapter 9 math test. And Mrs. Mountain wants to recognize Porter Nyhart for being kind to a younger student on the playground. Thank you, Porter, for that. In Mrs. Mountain's class, these people got an A+ on their reading quiz. Kale Oswald, Landon Stoller, and Jocelyn Scarberry. These people got an A, Aurora McKee on their reading quiz, and Chase Mazza. And these three people completed their Study Island ELA. Jordan Reynolds, Jocelyn Scarberry, and Landon Stoller. Good job. Mrs. Fireball wants to recognize Evie Creech. She got an A on her economics test. And these three students out of Mrs. Daup's class all aimed for excellence. Emmy Mellick, Lily McFarland, and Bennett Huntington. In Mrs. Hannah's class, they took a Chapter 7 math test. These students got an A+. Simon Riles, Ethan Taylor, Ireland, Silas, Landon, Jenna, and Cody. These people were great PAX leaders in Mrs. Taylor's class. I'm sorry, in Mrs. Hannah's class. Ethan Taylor, Abby Ellsworth, and Cody. Great job, you guys. I'm very proud of all of you. Also want to remind the older students that tomorrow night there is a STEAM Club meeting until 5. Also want to remind everyone that tomorrow evening our kindergarten, first, and second graders are going to be performing Where the Wild Things Are at the high school auditorium. And that'll be tomorrow night at 6:30. So can't wait to see that. And with that, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.